The Intel 8086 was the first x86 processor, setting the stage for modern Intel processors we use today. Its 16-bit architecture and CISC design made it versatile for both personal and business computing. The 8080 SIX's legacy lives on in modern Intel processors, showing the lasting impact of this groundbreaking innovation. When we talk about the history of personal computing, the Intel 8086 microprocessor's impact is undeniable. More than just a piece of silicon, the Intel 8086 changed the industry and laid the foundation for the x86 architecture that still powers most of our computers today. Introduced in 1978, the Intel 8086 is seen as one of the most important innovations in microprocessor history more than 40 years on. The Intel 8086 was designed and developed by a team led by Stephen Morse. At the time, Intel was up against fierce competition from companies like Motorola, whose 6800 microprocessor was making significant waves in the market, even though it used a flat address space instead of segmented memory addressing. The 8086 was Intel's response to the need for more powerful and versatile computing options. With a clock speed of up to 10 MHz and a 16-bit architecture, the 8086 was a major leap forward from its predecessors. It used a complex instruction set computing architecture, which is still used in Intel's processors today. This versatility made it a popular choice for both business and personal computing applications and has stood the test of time in a lot of ways. It's no coincidence that the 8086 ends in 86 either. This processor formulated the basis for x86 that has been used in Intel's processors ever since. This also set the stage for Intel's commitment to CISC architecture, while the likes of ARM used reduced instruction set computer. The 8086 also introduced several important features that were still used for years and years, such as segmented memory addressing, which enabled it to access a larger memory space than earlier 8-bit processors. This was essential for running more complex programs and operating systems, dividing 1 MB of memory space into segments of 64 kilobytes in size. The chip's architecture paved the way for the subsequent 8088 processor, a variant of the 8086, and would later power the IBM PC. The ongoing legacy of the Intel 8086 processor, respected for years to come. The 8086 was the founding father of a long line of microprocessors that would include the 80286, 80386, 80486, and the 80480 SIX's successor, the legendary Pentium series, each building on the foundation laid by the 8086. In fact, one of the most notable aspects of the 8080 SIX's legacy is its instruction set architecture, ISA, which has been maintained and expanded over the decades. Even modern processors, like Intel's Core series, can trace their lineage back to the original 8086 and the x86 architecture. Looking even to the present, modern Intel processors, with their roots in the x86 architecture, push boundaries in computing and can thank the 8086 for being an early part of that. Intel recognizes its significance too, with the company celebrating the 40th anniversary of the 8086 with the release of a special edition processor, the Core i7-8086K, in 2018. The Intel 8086 was more than just a processor, it was a pivotal moment that set the stage for modern computing. Its introduction marked the beginning of a new technological era, contributing to the future in a way that we still feel the effects of 40 years later. As we keep pushing the limits of what computers can do, the legacy of the 8086 reminds us of how far we've come and the amazing things that could come from new architectures today.